channel. This is KP doing this makeup look for you guys. This is just an easy cut crease tutorial with the simplest method ever, using like 4 eyeshadows and a concealer. If you want to find out how to do this makeup look, then just keep watching.
Through the ceiling, 'cause I am numb.
As you guys can see, I already have one eye done, and on the other eye all I've done is my eyebrow, which I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow and powder in Taupe. And I also primed my eye with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and Light Sand and set it with the light color in the Carli Bybel Beige Cosmetics palette. So for a cut crease, I decided to keep it very simple in teaching you this method. It's the easiest method to do a cut crease. And so for it, I'm mostly just using the Modern Renaissance palette, as well as a color from Colourpop, which is this yellow toned color called Paper Tiger. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna zoom you guys into my eyes. It's my eyes. I decided to keep it pretty warm toned because I feel like that's most flattering on everyone's eye types. So yeah, let's just jump into this. First off, I used the color Golden Ochre for my transition shade. I just start off with a little bit of product and keep adding to it as I need it. As you can see, it's pretty pigmented. When you get to the edge right here, you just kind of, instead of going like this, you tilt your brush down and just kind of flick it out, and that kind of disperses the color off to the side, creating that elongated effect while also making sure that it's super blended out. And don't be afraid to like have it go past your eyebrow right here, because we do use concealer to clean it all up.
Every day, every night.
And then as I dip my brush in a second time, I'm going to start right here. So as you see, I do have quite a bit of product right there, which I think helps to, especially with somebody with hooded eyes, it helps to kind of elongate the shape even more because you are carrying it into your inner socket. And that way, if you do have hooded eyes or something like that, you are able to use more eyeshadow and do more of an eyeshadow look without sacrificing the space on your lid.
Take me up and up.
This brush, by the way, is a crease shadow brush from Sephora that I got like 8 million years ago, so it's just a tapered, fluffy eyeshadow brush. Pretty basic.
Clouds in your life every day.
After that's laid down, I'm gonna go into that Colourpop shadow, the Paper Tiger. Get a little bit of that. I'm using it just to add a bit more warmth. And I'm just using it in the exact same place, which is pretty much almost all the way to my brow bone. But I'm using that as my transition. Beautiful. Next, just on the tip of the brush, I'm going to use this shade Raw Sienna, which is right here. It's like a medium brown with a little bit of warmth in it. Again, I'm just using the tip. And instead of going all the way up here with the color, I'm going to keep it more in the center of where we just created our transition shade. Again, at the edge, I'm just flicking it out. Next, I'm going to switch to a smaller brush. This is Amore M514 brush. It's fluffy, it's small, it's great for hooded eyes, but also for a precise placement of a color. And with that, I'm going to mix burnt orange and realgar, just to start making this like reddish color in the crease. And I'm going to, instead of placing this above my crease like I did with the rest of my colors, work it more in the direct crease. Again, I'm bringing it all the way into this inner socket. And you don't need to really worry about if you get anything on your lid because we are cutting it with concealer. So I'm just gonna go back, get some more of that mix. Next, I'm going back in with our initial brush and I'm just blending things out with no more product on the brush. Next, I'm taking my M514 again and I'm just taking realgar and putting that in pretty much the exact same place we just placed the mixture. Just to add some more warmth. Now you have something like this. As you can tell, I have more of like dark brown in there. So what I'm going to do, now I'm going to take a small tapered brush. Looks about like this. This is from Beige Cosmetics and it came in their smoky eye brush set. And I'm going to take Cypress Umber, which is this dark brown in the Modern Renaissance palette, and just kind of work that in this, like right on where my crease is, and bring it slightly into the inner corner here and flare it out a little bit. I'm not using much of that at all. That's fine. So now that you have this hot mess on your eye, we're gonna cut the crease so it doesn't look like a hot mess on your eye. I like using kind of a for that, I like using a flat, small, synthetic, rounded brush. It looks like this. So you can see I give it a lot of love, very thin, very rounded. This is from a Beige Cosmetics brush set. It has dotted handle. I don't know what else to say about it. For my concealer choice of cutting my lid, I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape. So what I do is I just take out the wand and I get some of it on my brush, and then I start at this, I start at the inner corner and then I bring it out. This part, it really helps to tilt your head back. As you can see, I already don't have them even. Then once you get to this outer part right here, you want to curve it down. And then flick it out. Kind of like you're doing winged eyeliner. Oh my gosh. Did I hack it up really bad? Just slightly bad. So after I've gone ahead and covered my entire eye with concealer, I'm just taking kind of like this flat-headed, thick eye brush thing, and I'm smoothing out all that concealer that I just put down before I go ahead and set it. And doing this just kind of helps the eyeshadow that you're laying down over top of the concealer not look chunky or anything. For the shadow I'm laying over top of this concealer, I'm using this super light color in the Carli Bybel Beige Cosmetics palette. And I'm just using a flat eyeshadow brush. So you just go ahead and load up the color and then just start placing it. Then you can see I kind of have some mess up, so I'm just gonna go over that with this small tapered brush, kind of get it to go away and look smoother. And as you can see, I definitely cut more with the concealer on this eye, so I'm just gonna go back and do the exact same thing on this eye to make them look not weird. So this is what both eyes look like when they are done together. And I'm just going to go ahead and do my face makeup before we go ahead and finish the eyes. So I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, so now I have my face makeup on. For foundation, I used the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. I used the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and Light Sand. To set my face, I used the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Powder Foundation, and then for bronzer, I used the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. So going back to the eyes, as you can see, they're looking pretty dope. We're pretty much just going to do the exact same thing that we did on the top to the bottom color scheme wise. To start off, I'm going to take this Morphe B42, it's like a bullet crease, and I'm going to use kind of like this slanted edge of it to load it up with Golden Ochre and Paper Tiger. So I'm just gonna end up mixing the two. Just go ahead and smoke that out. To follow that up, I'm going to take another kind of small pointed bullet crease type brush. This came in a travel set with Beige Cosmetics, and I'm just going to take burnt orange and Real Gar on it and smoke it out on the bottom. This one I'm going to try to keep a little bit closer than the Golden Ochre Paper Tiger mix that we did. Then I'm just going to go back. Then I'm just going to go back with the first under eye brush that we used to kind of blend those two together. Next up, I'm taking this double-ended brush that came in the Urban Decay Electric palette, and I'm taking this very small side to get Cypress Umber and just kind of line my lower lashes with that. Just kind of keeping this on the outer 2/3. And more of like a liner than an eyeshadow type thing. Then I'm going to go ahead and go back with that second brush and just kind of blend those together. Beautiful. As you can see, the lower lash line really helps to balance out this cut crease that we're doing and tie the look together. I think the most important part, besides the actual cut crease, is the lower lash line. Otherwise, it kind of looks a lot top heavy. Next, I'm going to go in with eyeliner. You can do any kind of eyeliner you want. I know that it's pretty stereotypical to do a cat. Next I'm going to go in with eyeliner. Most people do a winged eyeliner with a cut crease, but since I have pretty hooded eyes, winged eyeliner isn't always that flattering on me, so I'm just going to do a thin black line and then do some dramatic falsies to get that same kind of effect. But go ahead and do whatever feels most comfortable to you. I'm using the Jessie's Girl brush tip liquid liner and just doing a thin line. Tilt this down. So as you can see, I already went ahead and did the second eye off camera because I done hecked up on this one. But that's okay. I'm gonna teach y'all a little secret. When you heck up, like I did, with eyeliner or mascara and you get it on your lid and you did all this fanciness and you don't want to take it off, all you have to do is wait for that product to dry and wipe it off with a Q-tip. Shaboom. So I'll just wait for this to dry. Maybe it's dry. Or you can get it off the best that you can, which I guess is what I'm gonna have to do. And then you just go back over it with that same product that was there. It looks okay. So after I have my eyeliner on, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some falsies. I'm going to be using Koko lashes, Amore. They're really dramatic. I hope they look nice because I've never used them before in my life. So they just kind of look like this. I've already trimmed them to my eye size, and I'm going to be using the House of Lashes eyelash glue. So I'll be right back after I do that. Alright, so I got the lashes on and this is what they look like. I feel like these are a good choice if you have a hooded lid because the spaced out kind of feathery aspect of these lashes make it so that you can actually see the eyeshadow look behind your lashes, which is something that a lot of hooded eye folks struggle with because it's like, oh, I can either have nice eyeshadow. If I decide to wear lashes though, I kind of have to sacrifice the fact that I put all this effort in just to have nice lashes. So with these, you don't have to do that. You can have the best of both worlds, as Hannah Montana would say. So now I'm just going to go ahead and finish off the eyes and put on some mascara on the top to blend in the falsies with the real. And I'm using the Jordana Best Lash Extreme, I think it is. And then I'm also going to use that on the bottom as well. So that is the final eye look. It's pretty bold, it's pretty intense, but it's pretty in general. That's what matters. Alright, so to completely finish off this look, of course we need some highlight in our lives. I'm going to be using the Jouer Cosmetics Citrine highlighter. It's this beautiful kind of like champagne-y gold color that looks great on fair skin tones. I know as somebody who is a fair complexion but has a yellow undertone, it's a struggle to find a highlight specifically for fair complexions that is also golden, and this has that. So I'm just going to get a little bit on my brush, tap tap, get a little bit more tap tap, and then look at that. Look at that. Yes. Beautiful. Look, it just looks gorgeous. Oh, God. This highlighter gives me life. So I'm just gonna do the other side as well. As you can see, a little bit goes a long way. but you know that ain't enough for me. I want a lot of it to go a lot of ways. So I'ma just keep putting it on. Yes. Yes. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do it on my nose, on the tip, a little bit on the bridgey bridge right there, Cupid's bow, and then to add a little bit of dimension back, I just like barely tap off a bunch. And then right here over the arch on my brow, I just go ahead and pop that there, and look, it just gives that little something you've been missing in your life. So now I'm going to do some setting spray. First up, I have the Prime Set and Refresh 3-in-1 Goddess Spray by Oalika Cosmetics. I love this stuff. It's so like shimmery and pretty, and then that goes on your face. Love me some shimmer. So I do that, and that kind of just like adds a bit of life everywhere. And then I like to use the Milani Make It Last right after that. This stuff, just as its name says, makes it last. Like as soon as this stuff dries, like it ain't going nowhere. You can lay on your pillow for like an 8-hour nap and like there's gonna be no transfer. So that's why I like that. For lips, to finish everything, I'm going to take the Colourpop by I Love Sarahi Lippy Pencil in Curvy, along with the Kylie Cosmetics Lip Gloss in Literally. So I'm just gonna wipe off the nasties from my lip balm. Is it just me, or does this lash look funky? Whatever. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. Hope y'all enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below for any videos that you would like to see from me. I had a great time filming this. I hope you had a great time watching it. And remember, makeup is not about how you look, but about how you feel. So, have a great day, you guys, and I will see you next time.